housing sector. It represents 25 million homes, so it's about 12% of the entire residential stock. The goal of the sector is really to ensure that we put social justice at the heart of the renovation wave, and the fact that very often we have the vulnerable groups or low and middle-income groups living in social housing. We see that the sector can play a key role because of the scale that they represent and their mission, their social mission. I think the needs of the sector are similar to the broader built environment. So we would estimate that the renovation rate is about 1-2%. It's higher within the social housing sector, but the challenge, of course, is to boost these rates. What we need there is a strong ambition, so ambitious targets, and at the same time enough support to allow the local level to find the best way to meet those targets. Any regulatory framework, as I say, has to be high on ambition, but also high in terms of facilitating the creativity and the knowledge on the ground on how to best reach, in that context, carbon neutrality in the housing sector. I think this is what the social housing sector really needs. They really need policymakers to also be on the same page, to see this energy transition not just as a, in terms of centimetres of insulation, numbers of solar panels. It's about really transitioning to carbon neutral lifestyle, including everybody in that tradition, but at the same time improving quality of life and improving opportunities. A push on awareness raising and information on what, for instance, does, if we look at deep renovation, what does it mean for the residents, for the housing providers? So really a capacity building and information for all of those involved in the whole chain, and that is of course also the increase of the skills. So we see already still quite a significant gap in the skills that are needed when we look at the service providers, so the construction sector here. Then obviously another incentive will be having the right finance in place. So we have estimated that we would need an additional 13 billion euro annually to fill that gap in the sector. The type of renovation toolkits that we see being developed in the HEART project have definitely found the right target, because once we really have tested those and are sure of the performance, it really can be an excellent partnership that we can find in the social housing sector, because of the economies of scale, indeed, because we look at 46,000 of these local providers around Europe, managing 25 million homes. They are very keen in speeding up the renovation rate, and of course very keen on finding solutions that can bring down the price where the quality and the performance is guaranteed. One of the questions we worked on together with the United Nations bodies was how we can achieve an inclusive energy transition from a housing systems perspective. While local action is crucial, it's very important to have a national strategy when it comes to the decarbonisation of the building sector, and this strategy should cover their legislative and regulatory environment, but also all of the investment implications. But what also came through very clearly is that what is needed is also a spatial mobility planning to improve the energy efficiency of homes, the need to check, as I said, the affordability, to really put affordability at the center, because if we really want people to be on board this transition, we really have to make sure that the renovation project is not going to result in a higher cost of living for residents.